Hi children, today we are going to learn about commutative property on rational numbers. How can we test commutative property? Let us see. Suppose sum of any two numbers from a set of numbers is in any way is equal, then we say that this set holds commutative property with respect to addition, because we take sum, that the operation is addition. For example, take two numbers 23 and 28. If you add 23 and 28, you get 51. Also, 28 plus 23, just order is reversed. First one is 23 plus 28 and second one is 28 plus 23. That is also 51. So we say that 23 plus 28 is equal to 28 plus 23. So if you add any order, the sum is same. So we say that the sum of or the set of whole numbers holds commutative property with respect to addition. And next one, in general, we say that if A and B are two numbers from the set of whole numbers, then the sum A plus B is equal to B plus A. Then we say that this set of whole numbers holds commutative property with respect to addition. With respect to addition. So next one, difference. So difference means subtraction. Suppose difference of any two numbers from a set of whole numbers in any way is equal, then we say that the set holds commutative property with respect to subtraction. For example, take two numbers 3 and 8. Suppose the difference 3 minus 8, that is equal to minus 5. Just you reverse these numbers, 8 minus 3, that is equal to 5. That is minus 5, this is plus 5. Both are not equal. So we say that 3 minus 8 is not equal to 8 minus 3. So the set of whole numbers does not hold commutative property with respect to subtraction. In general, we say that A and B are two whole numbers. Then if A minus B not is equal to B minus A, then the set of whole numbers does not hold commutative property with respect to subtraction. Now go to third one, multiplication. Suppose the product of any two numbers from a set of numbers in any way is equal, then we say that the set holds commutative property with respect to multiplication. For example, take two numbers as 2 and 8. Suppose you multiply 2 and 8, you get 16. 2 into 8 is equal to 16. Just reverse order. 8 into 2, that is also 16. So both are equal. Then we say that 8 into 2 is equal to 2 into 8. 8 into 2 is equal to 2 into 8. So the set of whole numbers holds commutative property with respect to multiplication. In general, we say that A and B are two whole numbers. Then their product A into B is equal to B into A. Then we say that the set holds commutative property with respect to multiplication. And last operation, that is fourth operation, is division. Suppose division of any two numbers in any way is equal, then we say that the set holds commutative property. Let us check with an example. Take two numbers 3 and 8. Suppose 3 divided by 8. We write it as 3 by 8. It is not simplified. If you simplify it, it comes under decimal fraction. So leave it. So 3 by 8. And 8 by 3 in reverse order. That is equal to 8 divided by 3 is equal to 8 by 3. Both are not equal. 3 by 8 is not equal to 8 by 3. So this set of whole numbers does not hold commutative property with respect to division. In general, we say that if A and B are two whole numbers, then A divided by B is equal to A by B and B divided by A is equal to B by A. Both are not equal. So we say that A by B not equal to B by A. the set of whole numbers does not hold commutative property with respect to division. So children, in last class we learned about closure property. Now it is commutative property. In next class we shall continue with another property. Thank you.